Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. The ribbon cutting and grand opening celebration finally took place on October 26th for the new Leader in District Integrated Healthcare Facility.
Coming out of the summer, as usual, we are quite low on quite a few items.
The Salvation Army in Swift Current offers numerous outreach programs to those in need in the community on a daily basis, one of which is the food bank. And keeping these shelves and freezers stocked is an ongoing challenge. It's a common occurrence throughout the day, the telephone ringing off the hook, with callers on the other end alerting you of a lottery win or asking to confirm your personal or business information over the phone. Circulating scams, which can also occur by email. Thanks for joining us here today. Following years of fundraising, a new integrated healthcare facility is finally open in Leader. We have all the details in today's top story. The residents of Leader have been waiting for a new and improved healthcare facility for a number of years. And following the initial project announcement in September of 2014,
today I am pleased to announce that our government has approved a new $12 million project.
To the sod turning in 2016, the ribbon cutting and grand opening celebration finally took place on October 26th for the new Leader in District Integrated Healthcare Facility. A project which became a reality through the dedicated effort of numerous Leader and area residents who worked together for close to 15 years having meetings with the province. Tim Geiger is the chairperson of the Leader and District Trust Advisory Committee and says the community was facing a desperate situation in healthcare services.
We live in an area here where we are 60 minutes away from the nearest health facility. And in that golden hour, as the health profession always talks about, that is very critical. And for us, we realized it's very important to have that. And if we don't have that, we're at a super disadvantage as far as healthcare.
And with the province of Saskatchewan requesting a 20% investment by the community for the construction of the $12.1 million project, Geiger and his committee were up for the challenge.
Pam Busby and I basically went to visit all the RM and urban councils, and we presented our case, and it was not really a big issue to raise the money. You know, like we were looking at $500,000 from each entity, and it worked out really easily. It worked really well. 2.8, I think, I can't remember the number, for the capital project, and then I think we had to raise 1.2 million for the furnishings and equipment.
The new Leader in District Integrated Healthcare Facility brings together acute, primary, emergency, and community health services all under one roof, with 10 exam rooms, and is connected to a 30-bed long-term care facility, formerly known as the Western Senior Citizen Center. A welcome addition for the residents of Leader and area, and a model which is becoming common across the province.
It makes it so much easier for not only the community to access services, but also the residents of the long-term care facility and community. So it really is a great model, the integrated model, and to be able to pull that all together for a community the size of Leader that does serve quite a broad area, really, when you look at the proximity and the quite remoteness of the Southwest. It's important to have these facilities that we do have a rural access to services.
The town of Leader is located approximately 90 minutes northwest of Swift Current. The Swift Current Food Bank helps numerous individuals on a daily basis and continues to ask for your support. The Salvation Army in Swift Current offers numerous outreach programs to those in need in the community on a daily basis, one of which is the food bank. And keeping these shelves and freezers stocked is an ongoing challenge.
Coming out of the summer, as usual, we are quite low on quite a few items because there's not a lot of food drives that happen over the summertime. So some of the more popular items that we like to make sure families get are like peanut butter, tomatoes, canned meats, things like that are very important to have. So it's very nice now because Farm Credit Canada has come in with their big food drive, Drive Away Hunger. So we're starting to collect again and it's getting busy.
She adds that their work at the food bank is becoming more crucial each year as individuals are faced with various hurdles in life.
I think it's a little more of a need this year compared to last, mostly because we have a lot of new families moving into Swift Current. So we've had a lot of new people. We've been very, very busy with our regular food hampers throughout the year. It's got 1.5 staff now going steady with the food hampers. So that really has kept us going. And of course, depletes our supply.
And as the Salvation Army relies on continued community support, local residents are encouraged to support various food drives throughout the year, including one held on Halloween.
That's organized by Trailview Alliance Church and youth groups, and I believe there's some adults that go out and help as well. So that's the big one that we really rely on actually to get us ready for Christmas. So yeah, that'll be happening Halloween night. Everybody be ready to have their food to donate. People will be coming door to door for that. So that's always a huge one, and we really appreciate what they do for us there.
Donations of various non-perishable food items can be dropped off at the Swift Current Food Bank Monday through Thursday at 780 First Avenue Northwest.
Hi, I'm Brian Gladwell. I live in Regina. I'm a furniture maker. I do a mixture of commission work, directly working with clients, and work that I sell through galleries, Slate being my principal gallery. I work in wood and also in corrugated cardboard, which is what's showing in this show here. So the piece here is made out of cardboard. And I'm interested in the material because it has some interesting visual textures. The unexpected element opens up other interpretive possibilities, and it's just kind of fun to work with something unexpected. So this table laminates it together. I laminate it together in layers, and I found which ways you can use it that make it quite strong. I have an aquarium on a cardboard table at home. So it just opens up a whole new range of expectations as to what furniture can be. Some of the work is made with recycled cardboard, but not all of it. And when I started out, I was using new material because the repetitive patterns that I'm working with, you need large sheets so that you can have a consistency in the pattern. So I'm working back and forth, and I think the fact that it can be made out of recycled material is quite interesting, yes. I look at architecture a lot as a source of ideas of form. I'm looking at painting, at sculpture, at furniture, and the traditions of furniture. So I'm interested in working within the traditions. Actually, there's always a relationship to the traditions of furniture in what I do, but then we can move beyond that. We don't have to stay with those traditions. It's an ongoing process. It's an ongoing, because in some levels it's obvious what art is and what its benefit is, and in other ways there's more subtle things happening in the field of art than present themselves at first glance. And I think that it really is an ongoing process to let people share in that experience as well. I like to present an opportunity for you to speculate, to reflect on something. I think an interesting piece of art serves as a portal to another dimension, a more speculative dimension, more contemplative. And that's my hope, is that you open up that portal to another space.
Telephone scams continue to be an issue, and RCMP are reminding you that if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. It's a common occurrence throughout the day, the telephone ringing off the hook, with callers on the other end alerting you of a lottery win or asking to confirm your personal or business information over the phone. Circulating scams, which can also occur by email, with senders requesting you to click into attachments to access your prize or a free trial offer. A growing trend, which RCMP reminds you to be leery of.
The fish mails, the emails that you get on your computer systems that will sometimes plant a virus or a cookie into your system to gain personal information. If you receive an email in your email account and you're not familiar with the sender, delete the email. Even if it says you've won a prize or anything like that. It's the old adage with all of these that if it's too good to be true, it usually is.
And it's a good idea to change your computer and email passwords on a regular basis to further prevent hackers or computer viruses. If you suspect any fraudulent activity by telephone or email, contact your local RCMP. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.